And guess what? I have these wonderful guests with me. We have Lara and we have Lynette, and they both have a song. It's called He's a Healer, and it's playing right now. So you're going to be releasing a whoop. Oh, I can almost hear it. Of course, my hearing isn't that great right now. We aren't going to tell anybody that, you know? Okay, so it's a really neat song. And now we are on Instagram, and we did talk about it before, but Lynette, would you repeat what you said? Yeah, definitely. Can you hear that? Can you hear it really good?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I can.
Good. Okay, and I heard it was, He is a healer. What was that? Could you go sing that part there? Go.
He's a healer, deliverer.
Oh, yeah.
He's a healer, deliverer.
Listen to them sing. Oh, my gosh. Yes, they are so wonderful.
Yeah.
These women have been singing and honing in their talent. And that is the example that they are. And all I have to say is, this is what it's all about. Doing what you love and loving what you do. And that's what these ladies are doing. We're going to talk about their lives. We're going to talk about the show. And Lynette, tell them again. We talked about it on Instagram, but tell our video people here, about what happened, how it came to be.
Right. Well, as most of you know, we've been dealing with this pandemic for the last couple of years or more now. And in the midst of that, when there was so much turmoil, so many people losing lives, the Lord laid this song in my lap and in my heart. And so he just said, He's a healer. And so that was inspiring for me, and I figured it would be inspiring for the world. He gave it to me and Laura to give to the world. Because people were so down at that time. So that's what the song speaks of.
There
God
it
is a
is.
healer in spite of no matter what's going on in the world. He's a healer, and so
He's a healer.
Hallelujah.
Okay, and Laura, how about you? Talk about that song.
Well, we started this project. It was actually a project during the pandemic. And, at the time, there was a lot of bad news coming along about the pandemic, about people. It was impacting people's lives, our lives personally, and so on. And so He's a healer. A message that everyone can relate to.
Yes.
Because everyone's feeling so down for a variety of reasons.
Yes.
But we need to know and be encouraged by the knowledge that He is a healer.
Yes.
And He's still in operation.
He is still happening, let me tell you, Well, we talked about it on Instagram, but we're going to mention it again, just in case you didn't know. We are women that love God, okay? Big Daddy, He's happening. And all we can say is, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're feeling, the fear that is just instilled right now, we want to kick its butt. You see what I mean? And kicking its butt, it is that God is the healer. And that's exactly the message that Lynette got, that Lara got. And it is a wonderful message for everybody to know that your fear is only something that's going to steal away your joy. And forget that, honey, I gotta tell you. We do not want our joy taken away, and happiness is something that is our job, right, ladies? If we're in charge of that. And the only way you're going to be happy is having that positive attitude, body, mind, and spirit. So we're in the spirit right now.
Absolutely.
Spirit of the Lord, yeah. Okay, so I know that you want to talk about your beautiful video. You put together a beautiful video, and your children are in it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And they are talented, let me tell you. I've seen some video and I go, oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, so Lara, why don't you lead with telling us about the video, the release, and whatever.
Well, we're excited about that because for Melodious, as a gospel group, as an entity, this is our first video ever. And so we're really, really excited about that. And we made it a family affair, as you said. Lynette's children are involved. My children, my girls. I have two daughters, and she has her son and her daughter. Everyone's involved, and so it was a family affair.
Yeah.
And we're just really excited to release it, and it'll be releasing on August the 6th.
That's right. August 6th is that release date. Now, you're going to be able to buy the song also, let me tell you. So the name is Melodious.
Melodious L and L.
L and L. Melodious L and L. Okay. So, Lynette, tell me now, like, when you were a little girl, now, a lot of people are starting in their careers, and I want to be a singer. What did you want to do when you were a kid?
Well, that's such an interesting question because as a child, I actually wanted to do two different things.
Yeah.
When I was a really small child, I would sing in the choir. My mother always had us in church. And I would sing in the choir at Calvary Baptist Church, and I was a sunbeam. And I loved singing for the Lord, and I loved singing with people because we were a little choir, the children's choir. And so that was my first love. That was my first love, and I never
Singing
left that
in the
love.
choir.
Singing in the choir, singing for the Lord. But I also, as I grew older, I also loved working with children. So I ran my own daycare business for over 16 odd years or so.
I didn't
And
know
I
that.
worked with LAUSD Unified for over 8-9 years. So
Okay.
God has been blessing me because He's keeping me where He can use me and where I feel most, I feel so blessed to be
Yes.
able to do it. It's one thing to have to work in this world. We all have to make a living, but it's a whole nother story when you're able to do what you enjoy doing and get paid at the same time.
There you go. Do what you love and love what
Love
you
what
do.
you
That's
do.
what we always
Absolutely.
say. And how about you, Laura, when you were a kid?
When I was young, I actually wasn't a believer.
Uh-huh.
My parents didn't attend church regularly,
Uh-huh.
but I grew up out and I came up out of the Four Square Church.
Okay.
I was baptized at a Four Square Church, and it was just simply, they had what we call Royal Rangers and Missionettes. And we were heavily involved in that, and through that, I learned about the Lord.
Yeah.
We didn't really attend Sunday services or anything like that, but we were regulars, dedicated to Royal Rangers and Missionettes, which was kind of like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Uh-huh.
And I was introduced to the Lord at that time, and I've been with the Lord ever since. But I didn't sing or anything, but we had a talent show one year.
Okay.
And I participated in the talent show and won.
Ah.
And so I know I must have some talent. I must have some talent. And had love for singing ever since. But my day job has nothing to do with my love for singing. I work in technology.
Okay.
And I enjoy doing that because we see things through an entire life cycle, and I enjoy delivering something that'll make someone's job a little easier.
Right. When you were a kid, though, when you were a little kid, was there anything else that you wanted to do?
Actually, I really was undecided on what I wanted to do until I went to college.
Okay.
And then I was introduced to technology. I went in thinking I was going to be in the medical field because my mother was a nurse.
Oh, okay.
And I quickly changed that because I said, oh, I don't want to wear these same uniforms every day. I don't want to be doing that. I don't think that that's for me. And then I dabbled a little bit with accounting. I said, that seems boring. After a while, you're going to get bored with it.
Yeah.
And then I was introduced to IT, and I enjoyed that because every project is different. There's no monotonous.
Okay, good.
things
Yeah,
happening.
no monotony.
There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
monotony.
Okay, well, let me see if I need to, advice, before we go into something else, some advice for young people coming up about how to deal with their lives, because there's so many kids that want to be in the business, there's so many kids that want to go forward in their lives. Just attitude-wise, speak to their attitudes. Did I hit on everyone? Yeah.
Well, we live in a microwave
Oh, yes.
time.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And concept of hard work, a lot of folks, they don't grasp that. They want it now. They want instantaneous. And I want to be a star, and they think it's supposed to happen now.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you still have to put in the time.
Yeah.
No worry.
And unfortunately, I guess back in the day, there were record companies that were out there that would help you develop. We live in a do-it-yourself era. And so unfortunately, a lot of it you have to do yourself. And it's not really that negative, it's kind of positive because you have your full freedom.
Absolutely.
And what you develop is yours. You don't have to deal with, you know, the large giants in the record industry. And so you have a lot more clout and credibility when you go to negotiate you a contract. Because a lot of times you're coming with your own stuff. So I would say, be patient. It will come. Stay with it, but
You gotta have
do
that
the
hard
work.
work.
You gotta do the work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You gotta do the work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Lynette?
Well, I
Is that
along
ditto?
with, absolutely. I was going to say, along with what Laura had to say, because that was vital.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, you have to stay focused, because that's another thing that, especially when, you know, even, and age has nothing to do with immaturity to a certain extent, but, because you can be old and immature, but, so that was my purpose there. But you have to realize that just because, you know, I'll use the adage of knocking on someone's door to try to, you know, get a record deal. And back in the day, they used to have their CDs in the what do you call it, the trunk of the car, selling it. I mean, hard work out at a concert, after the concert, handing out CDs, and hard work, you know, doing the work. But when you get a no, because you're gonna get some no's, don't give up. You know, stay at it, keep at it. So focus and keep your mind focused on, no matter what's going on outside of you, you know what you want to do, get you a plan, and you know, have you as they say, a 5-year plan, and that way, in between, you know, you're checking off different things. Did I accomplish this? Did I accomplish that? And then keep moving forward. So if you have your plan, that you have strategies to meet and quotas to meet, then that'll help you to stay on point.
Yeah.
So that's my thing too,
Yes.
stay focused. You know?
Always have a goal, always stay focused. Know that it's about hard work.
Absolutely.
And these ladies, can I tell them that you took good lessons?
Absolutely.
These ladies here, okay, even though they're accomplished singers, they've taken lessons. They come to me, they go over the stuff that they're going to be
Absolutely.
recording, that they're going to be, they went over harmonies, worked their tails off for
Absolutely.
quite a while.
Absolutely.
Yes, they have worked their tails off to get better, to continue to be better. And that's just it. When you want to be really great, you don't stop
You don't
practicing.
stop. That's what I was gonna say.
Non-stop.
You don't
You
stop.
continue to perfect your craft.
Yes,
Always.
you have to continue even when you make it. You must
Absolutely.
continue. So many people that make it drop away, and then their talent starts to go down, and they think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's because they've slacked off.
Absolutely.
You know, so what can I say? So now, I think I have here, where do you want to go? How do you got here, and where do you want to go? So how about that, Lynette?
Well, for our group, we started out as 4. There was 4 of us in the group. And, you know, again, this was a situation that we were confronted with during the pandemic. We had 2 members in the group that decided to retire. You know, things happen. And so, you know, the Lord laid on our heart to continue on. And so this is how we came about to start putting our project together. Because although this is, as Laura mentioned, our first single being released, we have a whole project.
First single on with this,
Yes,
with this time.
With this.
Yeah.
Right, but we have a whole project that we're, you know, putting together, and basically it's completed. We just have to do a few more things, and you know, patience is virtue.
It sure is. Oh my
So,
gosh.
Yes.
Continuous
And now,
learning.
Continuous learning.
This is how they do it now.
and now, Laura, where are you expecting to go?
Well, we do plan to release another single,
Okay.
and that will be Reimagined. Actually, it's the theme song for the project, Reimagined, because Lynette and I, we reimagined ourselves.
Yes.
And so we left Melodious and became Melodious L and L.
Got it.
reimagining ourselves, and so we developed this song, Reimagined.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna let that hit the airways for a little while.
Good.
And hopefully, I'm really hoping by the end of the year, we'll be able to release the full project.
There you go. Yeah, because you worked really hard. We worked on some songs there, and
And we're ready
Yes,
to do
we
some
do.
new stuff.
Absolutely.
yes. So I just wanted to say that the ladies, they're definitely examples of people that have continued on and on with their craft, never given up. And that's the encouragement to you, no matter what age you are, that you're coming up, how young you are, and you think, oh, I could never do this. Yes, you can. If you're in the middle of things and it's getting hard, I gotta tell you, it's always going to have an obstacle here or an obstacle there, right? And it's you walking through the obstacles. It's walking through the fire. And with us, we say, don't walk alone, honey. Get Big Daddy next to you. Walk with God in your life. Always. Take care of your body, take care of your vocalizing, your strength, your muscles. You take care of your body, your mind, keep it sharp. Always think about how you're going to do things before you go on stage, how you're going to look. And then your spirit. You got to have that happening. Higher power, there it is. For us, it's Big Daddy. It is. Now you're going to release the video on August 6th. The song is out, released already.
Yes.
So they can buy the
You
song.
can buy the song wherever you buy your music. You can download it now.
Why don't you play that song for us, okay? A little bit light, and then you're going to bring up the sound, and the ladies are going to sing a little bit along, and I'm going to sway and start singing a little bit because I can't help myself. Always remember to do what you love and love what you do. And the reason is because that's going to make you so happy, fulfilled. There it is.
He's a deliverer. He's a healer. He's a deliverer. Sanctify my soul. That's the only reason I'm whole. I can't tell you where I'd be if it had not been for him. He's a healer. He's a healer. Yes, he's a healer.
Oh!
He's a deliverer.
So now, this is the song you want to get. Remember, you want to have this song, get it wherever songs are sold.
I've been down, I've been almost to the ground.
Oh!
Never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He's a healer. Oh, yes, he is.
Okay, folks. Well, all I gotta say is thank you so much for being here. Thank you, ladies. Yes. Thank you so much for being here. We love you.